Well, welcome to another episode of Coronation, where culture, health, and spirituality come together in the time of coronavirus. I'm Naomi White from Brisbane, Australia, and I'm delighted to be joined by Marina Allpress in England. Marina, I understand you're from a place called Cambridgeshire-Fens, which is north of London. Is that correct?
Right, we're about 90 miles north of London. It's a very agricultural area, very flat. It's a bit like Holland. And yeah, my husband's a farmer, so we have the good fortune to live on a farm. So we've got a lot of space, and also working in a sector that is required and important and deemed, can continue. So very
yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, I'm so pleased we get to talk today. I'm really interested to know, based on that, how has this coronavirus situation affected you? I mean, it feels like it may have affected you positively in some areas.
Well, in terms of my husband being able to work, yes, it is positive. I mean, it's got its challenges, of course, and we're very reliant on staff being able to come to work and remaining well. So there's a lot of vegetables being picked and packed for the supermarkets, but while they can still make it in, then yes, we're in the fortunate position of being able to carry on working.
So I guess
which is great.
I mean, have you got a lot of staff that you heavily rely on?
Yeah, a lot. It's basically they grow leeks. They're all hand picked and they're all hand packed. So there are about 250 people working. So yes, we're very, very reliant.
Very big farm then.
Very intense farm, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Do you love farming?
My husband does. He does all the farming.
So
I'm a nutritional therapist. I've just recently qualified, so I'm sort of beginning to try and build a business of my own. My children are in their early 20s, so I've sort of just been released from quite a while ago now, released from being a full-time mother, driver, cook, and etc. So I've had to put all that on hold, and that's frustrating because it's quite a big shift away from to get to there. But anyway, that's really doesn't matter. On the plus side, my family are home, my children are home in their 20s. They're being brilliant about it. I think the young are being fantastic because from what they read, it doesn't really affect them, and yet they're having to suck it up. And they're all doing it with good grace. I think they're all, and talking to friends, it's the same. They have their frustrations, we all do, but basically everyone's being, I think, incredible.
And what is the business that you're building?
Nutritional Therapist.
Oh, lovely. So that's been a passion of yours for a while?
Well, sort of, yes. Luckily, I quite like cooking because I've done a lot of it over the years, as most of us mothers have, unless we've got partners that pick it up. So yes, I'm quite lucky. And I just feel I spend most of my days cooking or hatching another meal, and it doesn't feel like a hardship. Luckily they're both, the children are both fully engaged, one studying and one working. It hasn't been affected so far. So it's what I can do to try and make it a little bit better.
Yeah, I think I need you at my house.
I think I need you in my house.
So have you got any advice and perspectives for other women around the world? I mean, everyone's experience of this coronavirus situation is different, but what keeps you going? What keeps you sane?
Well, I'm very grateful for all the things I've just said. And very mindful of being fortunate. I recognize that, we've got a lot of space. Being locked down is not a hardship. We miss our friends, we miss, my children miss their lives. But I've just got on with doing the basic things like cooking nice meals, trying to have a nice time when we all get together. We've got enough space to be quite dispersed during the day. So getting everyone together, feeding them well, take pleasure in small things. All the big ambitions of tidying up that 25 years worth of house have lasted about 3 days. And the weather's good here in England, which is rare. So for now, just being grateful and enjoying the time. I feel it's a bit of a gift to have my children back. I'm not sure that they see it quite as much as that, but yes, I mean, it's not too hard for us.
And,
There's lots of cooking.
and tell me, does the humble leek have any medicinal properties that we need to be aware of?
Very good for you.
What?
All vegetables, all, you know, fruit and vegetables. I think that's the thing. That, I know it's not easy for everyone to get hold of them, but as much as you can. I think the basic message is to support our immune system as best we can, and that is by really loading up on fruit and vegetables as far as we can. Making soups, making a lot of soups, and to boost our immune system. Get outside if you can. I realise that's not so easy for everyone, but you know, I don't know what it's like in Australia, but we're allowed out. Other guidelines are for an hour's exercise if you're walking, and take that opportunity. It's difficult in the cities, I know, but and be respectful. They're constant threatening of shutting parks because people aren't respecting space and they're sunbathing. Try not to do those things. It feels so difficult, especially if you don't have space around you. But if everyone is respectful, then hopefully they won't have to use those very draconian rules to keep us safe.
Yes, well, I mean, we're fortunate in Australia because we can still go for a walk too. So yes, I hope that doesn't get shut down. So lastly, is there a favourite soup that you recommend above all others?
It has to have leeks in it.
Leek and potatoes.
Leeks and potatoes, because they're both commodities around here in plentiful supply. But and you can use leeks instead of you know, you can chop them up very, very fine and put them on top of any soup, or you can sort of fry them very lightly and crisp them and put them on top of any soup.
Oh,
You can use them instead of onions. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go and buy some leeks. Well, that's absolutely fantastic, Marina. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck through this.
Good luck. It's great. And your family and friends are safe.
Thank you. You too. Have a good night.
Bye. Bye.